Hey everybody, this is Derek from Future Growth and Vision Network. I'm giving ourselves a couple minutes yet. Well, because I want to make sure people get on as we're getting ready to talk about the Norman Music Festival and all the great things that it did. But I'll fully start at 1:30, but I wanted to get on a little bit early so I had time for people to jump in. Of course, I would love to have comments and likes and all that stuff. Please put them in there. I'll do my best to read them and see them. I'm going to have to go in afterwards and check that out. But I hope that you guys had a great time and went to the music festival. It is amazing. So I can't wait to kind of give it a quick review and what I think and kind of how we can keep it going and make sure that we continue the momentum of that. So it has been a wild, I would say, month. And I said, we have a lot going on still. So there's a lot happening. I can't wait to give you all of that information and keep you up to date and all of that. So we'll get started in just a couple seconds. As soon as it hits, like I said, 1:30, I'll make sure that we're all ready to rock and roll and get started. So I'm excited. I hope that you guys end up liking and subscribing to my channel, because that's the way that things keep going, as we keep just growing and celebrating together and liking the content and seeing all the different channels and everything available to you, because I'm here to build this network for you. That's what it's for. It's for me to let you know that you're important to me and that I appreciate you, and I appreciate you all watching. It is a huge thing just to have you guys with me. So hopefully you have a chance to get ready to watch this, and it'll be a lot of fun, and we'll kind of get after it and see what's next. Hello, this is Derek Jensen with Future Growth and Vision Network. I can't wait to tell you about something that happened in Norman this weekend. That is, we had the Norman Music Festival. If you weren't down here, you missed out. It was incredible. And let me give you a quick review and a little history, and that is that this festival has been going on for many years, and it has grown from a smaller, like 10,000 people festival to a roughly 80,000 person festival. We have a lot that is happening in Norman right now, particularly dealing with the arts and music and film and all the different ways that we create things, because we are a creative city, and we are an incredible creative city. But let's talk about how we did this year. Uniquely, this year, like many years, we have Weather. I think Weather is almost one of the bands that plays in our Norman Music Festival. Why? Because whether it is rain or hailstorms, hello, great to see you. Whether it's rain or hailstorms or tornadic weather, last year it was wild that we had all these crazy things happening. This year was flooding, and listen, we've had such flooding in the last 2 weeks that we've had people that were killed by flooding. It's wild. But you know what happened? The music still happened. You know what happened? Thursday night, could be stormy, wasn't. It was phenomenal. All of our venues were full. Downtown looked packed. It was incredible. And then on Friday night, the crescendo builds, because guess what? We shut down our streets. When we shut down our streets and build those stages, that means there's even more people allowed downtown. And guess what? Y'all showed up. Y'all showed up in huge numbers, and you made Friday amazing. And you showed that what is possible. And you know what? It started to pour overnight. Like, we got 4 or 5 inches of rain overnight. There were streets shut down, and we're like, uh-oh. And then Saturday morning, it keeps going. It keeps raining. But you know what? Again, Norman doesn't stop. The party doesn't stop. I'm trying to determine if we are just a party city and we need to celebrate that, or what. But I am telling you what, we are an incredible city. There's nothing that will stop us from having a good time. Not one thing. And we just keep going and keep partying and keep showing off and what we can do. And I just am so excited. So to all the people that volunteered, all the bands that came from all over the country, I watched more bands from Kansas than I think I've ever watched in my life that came to Norman. For all the companies that came to check out Norman, and all the visitors, thank you, and all the locals that were a part of it. Everybody that came in, and the business owners downtown, you are phenomenal. It is absolutely incredible to see the amazing things that are possible. And so we could not have done all of this without you. And so thank you for everyone that came here. Now, here's my thought. They did fantastic. They did an incredible job. They have great plans in case something gets wackadoodle and the weather goes haywire. They continue to do things. I think the West Stage was too far. I think the West Stage needs to come closer to the railroad tracks, or you need to add more stages west of the railroad tracks. Why? Because that R&B stage was too far away from everything else. It did not flow past the railroad tracks. Everything happened downtown. It was great. You hit that railroad tracks and you went on the other side. There was only one stage on that side. So it did not have that same kind of energy on the left side. It can be better. I think that busking, I saw a couple of people busking. I do believe that we need to integrate as many live performances outside, encourage creativity and jamming, and maybe doing some singer-songwriter stuff during the festival. We can let people just get up and show off. I definitely encourage the idea that we have a industry room or an industry like showcase where we bring in record labels and producers and everybody does sound engineers and mixers and everybody that does everything that with it, all the agents and everybody involved in the space, bring them to Norman during this festival time so they can build connections and everybody can see our scene and see how it works. But that leads me into what I need to talk about, and that is momentum. Our momentum is always huge this weekend. It is a huge time. Everybody's had a great time. Our energy is good. And then we kind of slow down, and we shouldn't slow down. I want us to be a music city. I want us to be a city where people say, where should we travel in the United States? They're looking at Nashville. They're looking at Memphis. They're looking at Austin. And then they're looking at Norman. I want Norman to be on the map for music. Why? Because it should be. We have incredible musicians. We have phenomenal venues. But it shouldn't be a once-a-year situation. It needs to be an every day situation. It needs to be an every month situation. We have literally a festival every month. It's Second Friday Art Walk. We can leverage all of that along with our music every month. So the idea that economically we should not be able to bust out our city every month when it comes to music is ridiculous. We should be able to do that every month. Why? Because we have the people, we have the infrastructure, we have the creativity, we have the people that need to be in this space. All we need is to make sure that people know that they can come here and that we can give them the place to do it. We can do that. We can create that, we can build that, and we have a history and legacy of doing it. So our city, as it's growing, which by the way is growing a lot, but as it's growing, we want to grow our creative class. We want to grow our musicians, our artists, our culinary arts, our filmmakers, everybody that is involved in the creative sphere. We want you to come to Norman and build a life here. Why? Because that just creates more art energy and more art energy till we end up with the best art city and the best music city, best food city, and then we're unstoppable. And that's the deal. Norman is on a trajectory that is going to be absolutely incredible. The people that get involved, the people that come here, the people that experience Norman and embody Norman and live Norman and live the way that we do things are going to be absolutely incredible. Also, if you like a good time, if you're like, I like a party, I've got news for you. Our city parties almost all year long. So let me give you examples. So let's say right now it is almost May. So we're about to have celebrations. The celebrations we're going to have at the end of the school year. So we got graduations. Needless to say, we got a lot of fraternities, sororities, and everybody around us, apartments. People are going to celebrate the end of the school year, and they go out and they have a good time. They will have music playing. They will be dancing in their yards. They will be having drinks. I mean, it is absolutely phenomenal. Then after that, they all leave. And you're like, well, surely Norman gets quiet. We do, but we party in the summer. You know how we do it? we have Summer Breeze. Summer Breeze is a live concert series that we have at Lions Park. Now, this is a fun thing about our park. You can come and bring a bottle of wine. You can come and bring some food and sit out there with your kids and literally hang out and watch live music on Sunday night every couple weeks. From the time that graduation happens to the time that school starts, that is a thing that happens for citizens that are in Norman. It is a summer tradition. The people go out there, they watch some of the best bands, they come and they play, and it is the Norman Arts Council that puts it on and the Depot that puts it on. And you know what? It is a phenomenal thing that happens in the summertime. Not to mention we have 4th of July. Not to mention we have Jazz in June. We have Jazz in June at Andrews Park. If you love jazz, like 2 days of straight jazz where you can sit in the park, hang out, again, adult beverages, hang out, enjoy music, enjoy the vibe of jazz. We love music. We love chilling and getting together. We've got great parks. We have phenomenal spaces for you to hang out. We have Second Friday that's going to happen in May, June, July, August. And then mid-August, all the energy is starting to come back. Then school starts again. And needless to say, in August, it's headlong into football season. So every football game is a massive party. It is a massive party. Everybody's excited about everything everywhere. And it is, you can see it. I mean, we bring 80,000 people or more coming in all the time. It is a celebration. And it is, again, a phenomenal experience. Meanwhile, we still have Second Friday, Second Friday, Second Friday, Second Friday. Now, regionally, we also party. Why? Because guess what? Noble, for example, next weekend has their music festival. It's Rose Rock Music Festival. And then guess what? Third Friday happens 4 times a year now in Purcell. So Purcell has a Third Friday Art Walk. So these are all within 10 minutes of here. So not only our area, but our region is creative and the energy is coming up and the energy is, we're building more and more things to really build on what we know, which is we are a phenomenal city of creativity and love and kindness and art and music and joy and all the things that we need to be. So this is kind of where I want to really look at things and go, how do we push out momentum? One of the things that we do is what I'm doing right now. Tell people, do not keep anything secret. Tell people about your city. Tell people about what great things about it. If you live somewhere else, even if it's your own home city, I want you to tell people about what great things are in your home city. Why? Because I think that's important. I think it's a way for us to build community and build economies and all the things that need to happen by doing that. So I really am excited. I think we did a great job at the Norman Music Festival. I think the people that worked it and have been promoted and doing it for a year, fantastic. I would like to extend it next year, see if we can get it to a full week, because I think there's some more programming you could do during the days from Sunday all the way through, so that also you can move it if you need to bring a musician in. If there was like a weird weather day, you can do that too. I do think there's some ways we can extend that. I, of course, would love to have the Norman Music Festival, then Mayfest next, or Mayfair next, and then food and wine after that, and have a 3-week like massive festival, 3 different areas, and then just keep building on it that way, so that people come here and they stay for like 21 days, and they come and move in for about a month, and then they just party all the time. And I think that'd be fantastic. I mean, I have a video that does all of that, and I'll probably link it and let you see it, just talking about all the things possible, how I want to merge everything together and create one massive festival that I think would be an economic powerhouse. And I don't think I've seen it. Fiesta is going on right now in San Antonio for the next 10 days. It is a phenomenal way that they celebrate their culture and everything down there. And it is a tradition, and it's incredible. The food and the art and the music and the culture. I love it. So I'm hoping that, again, we can extend what we're doing, create that experience, and make that happen. And I think that we can do that, because I think I can do it. I know you can do it. And if we get together and work together, we can create a very special thing. So I hope that you'll join me. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please make sure and watch all of my videos on the